We are back. Me and the UFC are back this Saturday, UFC 324. It's been a while, but we're finally back with some fights. Um, Later on this week, I'm going to be going through some stuff that's been popping off around the UFC. So I'll go through that, but I'm not too happy with how we're starting off with a interim belt to start the year, but it is what it is. At least the UFC is back. First fight is going to be Adam Fugit and Ty Miller. Ty Miller is super pale. Holy cow. Um, so Fugit knocked out by Islam Duilatov in either 318 or 319. Um, but he does have a split decision win over someone else. I forget the name, but Ty Miller is undefeated in the UFC, I believe. Um, I'm pretty sure he's undefeated. Yeah. I'm taking Ty Miller in this fight. I'm not super familiar with either of them. Um, he's got the undefeated record, um, well rounded. Fugit's been inconsistent, but he does have some power, so he could clip Ty Miller with something and knock him out. That's the only way I think that Fugit wins, but I think Ty Miller is going to hold strong and keep his undefeated streak. Fugit's just been too inconsistent for me to pick him. Um, yeah, so I think Ty Miller gets it done by 29-28, uh, unanimous decision. Next up, I don't know why this has been going on all day. I've tried refreshing, but the next fight on the early prelims, Ricky Turquoise and Cameron Smotherman, uh, both coming off losses. This dude, Turquoise, I don't think he's fought since the beginning of last year. So um, he's coming off a loss. And he was also submitted by Raul Rosas Jr. Um, sometime in 24. Um, Smotherman also coming off a loss to Ricky Simone. Um, yeah, two guys both coming off losses. I think Turquoise is going to win this. Good striking, good scrambling ability. Um, and Cameron Smotherman, he's just. I think I rate Turquoise a lot higher than I do Smotherman. Um, he's got good volume with everything he does, so I think he's got the tools to beat um, Smotherman in this fight. So next fight, this is where the good stuff starts coming in. Josh Hockett and Denzel Freeman. Um, Denzel Freeman, he beat Merrick Bulio, but he beat him in a very uh, poor way. I think he beat him by decision. I think a lot of people expected him to dominate in his. I think that was his debut. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was his debut. Both guys were debuting at the time. Um, he slowed down like crazy in that fight. So I don't like Denzel Freeman in this one unless he's changed something drastically. Josh Hockett's just insane. Knocked out Max Gimenez in the first round. Um, and then he also had a knockout on the Contender Series against someone. And I'm taking Josh Hockett by knockout. Dude's on a roll. Um, he's got finishing power. Um, yeah, I think Josh Hockett's gonna clip Denzel Freeman. I think Denzel Freeman's gonna get tired and slow down quite a bit. I think Josh Hockett's gonna get it done in the second round. Um, I don't. Denzel Freeman's athletic and stuff, but I can't. I gotta go with Josh Hockett. Dude's on a roll. Um, Next up, Michael Johnson and Alexander Hernandez. This is gonna be another banger of a fight. This is gonna be a real test for Alexander Hernandez. Michael Johnson is he's the guy you got to beat, and you can't sleep on Michael Johnson either, dude. He's still that guy. Like he beat Zell Huber uh, last year now. Um, so he's beating these up and comers. So Michael Johnson still got it. Alexander Hernandez though, dude, he just the comeback is crazy. That one against Ferreira in the second round of in Noche, I think. Um, yeah, I think Alexander Hernandez is gonna beat the test in Michael Johnson. I think Michael Johnson still got it in him. He can definitely take on some up and comers that aren't the best, but I think Alexander Hernandez, I like this guy a lot. He's great at what he does. So I'm taking him to win, and I think he's gonna get it done by second round knockout. I think it's gonna be hard to um, get the jab going on Michael Johnson or get anything going on Michael Johnson right away in a fight, but I think Alexander Hernandez, he's gonna find his jab, um, speed and power. Um, yeah. Uh, Michael Johnson though, he's durable as hell. So I'm taking Hernandez second round knockout. Next up, Charles Johnson and Alex Perez. Alex Perez just got submitted not too long ago by what's his name? Almabayev. Yeah, Almabayev. Perez was looking good, and then he ends up getting submitted. Like that fight was looking like it was going to go to Alex Perez. Um, and then for Charles Johnson, knocked out my guy Loner Kavanaugh. Unfortunately, that was a sad day. Um, I'm taking the vet in Charles Johnson in this fight. Um, just recency bias for me on this one. Charles Johnson, he's on a roll. He's got the power. He's got the striking. I think he's going to be able to defend takedowns from Alex Perez. Just the way Alex Perez performed in his last fight, that's why I'm taking Charles Johnson in this one. Um, he kind of choked. He kind of choked the lead that he had against Almabayev. So yeah, I'm taking Charles Johnson in this one. Next up, Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. Um, I picked Nikita Krylov against Reyes when he fought last April or May, um, and since then I'm not gonna pick Nikita Krylov again. I think this is a great fight for Modestas Bukauskas to put on a killer performance, and if he gets a knockout, he's gonna be a huge name, and that's the kind of guy he wants for this. Nikita Krylov he's older. Bukauskas he's a young guy coming up. Um, he knocked out Paul Craig um, back in September, I want to say. Um, I think Bukauskas is going to get it done in the first round, knocking him out. He's on a streak, a lot of finishes. Nikita Krylov, man, is just struggling. Um, uh, the grappling could be a problem for Bukauskas. In the beginning, I think he gets that under. I think Bukauskas gets that under control, and he'll end up knocking out Nikita Krylov with I'm gonna say by a hook in the first. So I don't think Nikita Krylov's got anything left to give us. So next up, Atiba Gautier versus Andre Puliev. Um, Gautier got handed Tristan Vines back October, November, I believe, sometime in there. Um, so that was great. He just got fed an easy fight with Tristan Vines coming in on short notice. Um, Puyev is coming off a knockout though as well. Um, he did lose to CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan, but that's Christian Leroy Duncan's like a big name. After the last fight CLD had, I think that's you lose to him. Okay, he's good competition. I think this is going to be a good fight. I think a lot of people are going to be underrating Andre Puliev, but I'm still taking Atiba Gauthier with knockout in the first round. I don't. I hope all these knockouts happen that I'm predicting. That'd be great. They never do, but it would be great. Um, he's just got insane power, um, and I have seen some vulnerability when it comes to Puliev, especially against a guy like Gautier. Uh, he holds up well, so I'm taking Gautier in this fight, first round knockout. Now, here's one I'm a little upset about. You have the number 2 ranked bantamweight in the world on the prelims. Figgy also coming off a big win. Um, like we, dude, put this switch out this one. Like put Rose Namajunas and Natalie Silva or Natalia Silva on the prelims, dude. Umar Nurmagomedov, you got a big name like Nurmagomedov, and you're putting him on the prelims. That's just unreal, dude. I don't know what the UFC's doing. I don't know what the hell they're ever doing. um, for this fight, um, both on a win streak. Uh, Umar beat Bautista. Bautista put up a hell of a fight against him, though. Figgy's older. He beat Montel Jackson. Um, and that was a tight fight. So um, I'm taking Umar in this one. I think he's gonna. I don't think he gets a finish on Figgy, but I think he'll get it done by unanimous decision. 30-27. Just the grappling ability I've seen against Bautista. Umar never gives up. He just keeps going and going and going. I think Figueiredo is going to be a problem, probably the first round, and then after that, Umar's probably just going to take control, get some ground and pound. Uh, Figueiredo could get him maybe in a choke at some point, but I don't think. Look at his last name, dude. He's not getting choked out. Like Habib would disown this guy if he got choked out. So I'm taking Umar by unanimous decision, 30-27. Hopefully the next guy up to fight Piotr Yan, even though they're probably going to give it to Sean O'Malley. Next up, Arnold Allen and John Silva. It's been a while since Arnold Allen has fought. That's why I'm taking Gene Silva in this fight. The problem is with Gene Silva in that last fight he had against Diego Lopez. Everybody will say, "Oh shit, he looked like shit." I think he looked pretty good overall. He got his emotion, dude. Like if he that's the one thing that worries me about John Silva is the emotion of this guy. Um, so there is a possibility I see Arnold Allen getting it done, but I don't think so. I'm taking Gene Silva in this one. Arnold Allen's. I thought he was going to be moving to a lightweight, but I guess he's still in featherweight. I'm taking John Silva in this one. He did defeat Giga Chikadze in 24. I think that's the last time he fought, dude. It's been a while since Arnold Allen fought, so I think being gone that long, dude, the ring rust is gonna be just crazy. Um, I do think he performs well. I'm taking John Silva, and I'm taking him by decision. This one scares me though, cause I don't know. With John Silva and the emotions, I don't know. And Arnold Allen is very durable, so we'll see. Hyped for this fight too. Next up, Natalia Silva, Rose Namajunas. Um, Namajunas fought last summer sometime. I'm taking Natalia Silva in this one. She's got speed's better, striking's better. The volume in her striking's better than Rose. Um, Rose does have that championship experience though. Good grappling, but Natalia Silva, she's she's on top of her game right now. I think this is an easy 29-28 for Natalia Silva. Um, this is still annoying, dude. I don't know why they put this on the main card. It's kind of sucks. They should be putting this one on the prelims. But yeah, I'm taking Natalia Silva. Next up, Waldo Cortez Acosta and Derek Lewis. I'm hearing a lot of people taking Waldo Cortez Acosta in this one. I understand why he's on a roll lately, but it's Derek Lewis, bro. You can't, like, this guy is just, you doubt him and he gets a knockout. I had, when he fought Teixeira, I had Teixeira, like, easily, but Derek Lewis is just, he's different, bro. Like, this guy can do anything. And I don't think Waldo Cortez Acosta is gonna grapple with him much. Maybe a little bit, but I think they're gonna keep it on the feet. Um, he got Gaziev. He had those two super close fights that were together. One was in November, and I think the one before that was might have been like late October. Um, so yeah, he beat Gaziev and Ante Delija. So both guys on a roll. I'm taking Derek Lewis in this one. Um, I'm gonna be upset if Waldo Cortez Acosta knocks out Derek Lewis. You gotta feed him to Big Tom. You have to. Um, Hopefully they figure that situation out soon, cause like this is just getting unreal, bro. We need the heavyweight champ back. And you hear him talking about Pereira and John Jones, whatever the hell. Get Waldo Cortez Acosta in there, and if he does beat Derek Lewis, and have him fight Big Tom. But I'm taking Derek Lewis. The power that this guy has is just unreal, dude. If you grapple him, he'll just stand right back up. Um, if it gets chaotic, which I think it will, like if they start trading in the pocket, I think Derek Lewis clips him, and that's going to be wraps. So, Derek Lewis, round one knockout. Sugar Shane versus Song Yadong. Um, O'Malley's coming off 0-2 to Marab. Um, Yadong is beat Cejudo. That whole eye poke thing. The volume of Song Yadong striking is good and all, but O'Malley's just, I don't know. I do think this is going to be a close fight. I have Sean O'Malley winning. I think it's going to go to decision, but I do think it's going to be closer than people think. A lot of people are writing Song Yadong off, but I think he's got a real good chance. And I know Sean O'Malley's going to have a huge reach advantage. I'm not sure exactly what, but he's going to have a good reach advantage against Song Yadong. Great striking, good at distance control. Song Yadong's got pressure though, so I think that puts O'Malley in a little bit of trouble. Nothing that he can't handle though. Sean's gonna be trying to stay like outside the pocket while Song Yadong's gonna be trying to trade, get in the pocket with him. So I think Song's got the power to knock out O'Malley, but Sean's just too technical to be knocked out. So I'm taking Sean O'Malley by 29-28 decision. And I do think people are going to start putting respect on Song Yadong's name. Please don't let me down, Song, when I say this, dude. I think it's going to be very competitive. So, um, this is going to be a good fight. They're more than likely, I think there's a very good chance that O'Malley's going to win this. So I think if you have O'Malley winning and Nurmagomedov winning, um, who gets a title shot? I think you got to give it to Nurmagomedov, but I don't think the UFC cares about who's in line. They care about who's like, how do you explain it? Who is more hype, And that's going to be Sean O'Malley. And then I don't think I don't think they give Umar to Sean if he becomes champ. I think they're gonna give Umar to like Marab again because I think Marab and Umar, I think Marab wins that one. I'm very confident that Marab wins that one. I really do think he had an off night when he fought Piotr Yan. So Sean O'Malley, 29-28 decision. For the main event, Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett. I am still very 50-50 on this, dude. Gaethje, he's got that championship experience. Paddy Pimblett's a young and up and comer. Um, I had Gaethje at first, but this is okay. Let me just say this: this is so not deserved, dude. If Paddy gets knocked out by Gaethje or decision, maybe you never know. Like that's gonna kill all of his momentum. So if they wanna like actually make Paddy a star and he loses, dude, UFC really fucked up. But I do think Paddy Pimblett's gonna win this. I do think Paddy looks rough when he is fighting. His last couple matchups, he looks very wacky. I'd say when he's fighting. Um, he fucked Chandler up, but it's Michael Chandler, you know. It was that 0-7. Like that's a lot of people say Paddy's fought nobodies. I agree. I don't think he's fought like real competition like Justin Gaethje. I think Gaethje he has the power. Gaethje's strong. He can wrestle. He's very good at wrestling. He's not gonna wrestle though. So, um, I don't think this fight makes it past the third round, honestly. I think it's going to be a similar situation to what Oliveira did to Gaethje. I think Paddy's going to choke him out in the third. Um, could be a close fight. I don't. This is annoying for a multitude of reasons, bro. Gaethje bitched and bitched and bitched. I guess that's the method, dude. If you want something, just bitch and bitch. And you have to have Ali as your manager. That'll help too. So, um, either way, whoever wins this, I do hope it's Paddy though, because I would want to see him get slept by Taporia. Um, so, yeah, I think it'll be it's a solid fight card for the most part. I don't like that the first fight of the year is for an interim title. I think that sucks, but it's all good. Uh, we'll see what happens, man. This is gonna be a really good card overall for the most part. Besides it being just for an interim title, and now we're on Paramount Plus, so that's great. I don't have to pay $90 to watch the freaking UFC events. So yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know your predictions below. Um, talk about some more stuff going on in the community later this week. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.